So, I'm a drummer, and I love Wuthering Waves, and I mean, like, I love this game. After the Black Shore story, I am hooked, locked in for version 1.4. Brand new update, new character, Camellya. Am I saying her name correctly?
Some noir breaks into world. If this keeps up, Solaris will be in danger.
That is not how cats sound. Not even remotely close. Also, quick pause, gamers. Oh, I forgot about the little. What is she? A mouse? A mouse girl? Oh, this character looks adorable. If you're new to the channel, usually what we do, we'll watch the trailer through, and we'll go back and talk about some specific points in the music and how they tie it into the storytelling. Wuthering Waves trailers kind of tend to be a little bit on the longer side, so I'm going to be curious to see how many transitions and different vibes we get here.
It's not all that different from reality.
Feels like we're going through a transition right now.
Need to send some mail. I've got you covered as mobile logistics professional navigator.
There it is. Oh! Yeah!
Together.
Dude, that electric guitar, that doesn't sound very Wuthering Waves to me, but it's sick. Dude, how cute was that? Hang on. Adorable. Also, worth mentioning, I'm really big on the studio's decision to let the English voice actors use their natural English accents. I kind of wish that they would go back and re-record the other voice lines for characters who've already come out and re-record them with their natural accents. I just think it's obvious for a lot of these actors they're a lot more comfortable with their natural accent, and this is great at. It's love it. I love it. I'm hyped up, man. They just keep making great play after great play.
Symptoms appear. They can't be cured, can they?
Hello. Now,
Would you
kid.
like a fun game between the two of us? Pleasure me with more power.
Excuse the hell out of you,
Crooning.
horny ass girl.
Grafting. Supper.
Dude. Oh my god. This gameplay is crazy. Yo!
I dreamed of you while I was in the medical pod. You saw those possible iterations of history too?
It's the correct timeline juncture. Initiating jump now.
This is a dream. Then what happened here isn't real.
Oh, is Yinlin actually going to be in the story?
Help them escape. We'll all die one day. Might as well
Subjectively
dance
true.
and live it up while we can.
It's a good way to look at it, you psycho. Oh, dude, Yinlin's even in the...
I want to serve you. Make me your bloom bearer.
Who the hell? Who the hell? Okay, real quick, pause. We're going to get a little bit of overview here, and I'm probably not going to really cover that because usually it's just intermission music. We'll go back and talk about the music now. But I completely forgot what I was about to try and talk about. So we'll go to the music right now. Oh, Yinlin! Day one Yinlin enjoyer. First 5-star character that I pulled in the game. And I've been gravely disappointed how it's like she doesn't even exist in the world outside of a few moments. So it's going to be pretty cool to have her involved in the story now. So let's go back and talk about some of the music there. So we got 2 character showcases, which means at least 2 shifts of music. What they do right here, it's a pretty common formula, I'll say, for these gacha games and their version trailers. You've got a story build-up, character showcase, more story build-up, and then a climax at the end with like a little cliffhanger for, ooh, what's going to happen next? All right, so
Solaris
build up. You've got the scary cat. Ambient music.
Ever since I returned from the whining Iaxis mire, I haven't
Tension,
had any
right?
dreams. It's not all that different from reality.
Tension in a build because they're building the tension. And they're going to come in for a really stark break here with the character showcase. Listen to the music change.
Professional navigator.
And so what's cool whenever they do this is it creates a shift from, like tension and focus, and it's a lot more atmospheric. And you can watch like most of the trailers for games like this, and they're all almost the exact same formula like this, which is fine because it works really well, right? They all do the same thing because it works every time they do it. So you start out with a lot of atmosphere and tension as they kind of like build up a story moment. And that's for, this is going to be probably a little bit of a darker story because it's Wuthering Waves and it's not made for 8-year-olds. But in some games where it's like happy and more cheerful, like, a filler patch where they've got something fun and exciting, usually it'll still have that kind of atmospheric music in the background, but it'd be more bubbly. But like right here, we got some tension going on, and they can create a break in that by showcasing characters immediately following. And a lot of times the characters are going to have like a brighter, happier music to them, and then they can shift it back down to the darker tone for the story, leading up to, usually a climax towards the end or a cliffhanger. And it's always cool to hear how the music shifts with every one of those transitions. And it's like right now, you got this great energy, lead electric guitar lines, synth rolling in the background. It's just really fun. And these animations are adorable. I love that character.
But once severe overclocking symptoms appear,
story, right? We're back to that
can't be
atmosphere. You've just got like that waning synthesizer in the background, and it's got a darker tone to it. It's not gritty necessarily, but it is still darker.
Can they?
And this is cool because it lets them transition into another character showcase.
Between the two of us, pleasure me with more power.
In one hell of a voice line. And so now we're into the new character showcase music, which is, again, a lot brighter. And this one still has a little bit of a darker tone because Camellya is kind of a messed up character, right? But like, it's still got a lot more energy. It's not just open atmosphere and droning sounds. There's like real structure, there's rhythm, it's moving, it's bouncing. And again, this like really synthetic sound feels a little unusual for Wuthering Waves. Now, Punishing Gray Raven, the latest game prior to Wuthering Waves from Kuro, they have like a lot of very heavy electronic influence, and we haven't heard a lot of that, at least not like the in-game and overworld atmosphere in Wuthering Waves. So this is really cool to hear, and in my opinion, it's a great way to really liven and brighten up a showcase like this.
Don't run. Keep the dance going.
And this is if I'm not mistaken, let's see, I'm not a real musician, so I have a hard time catching, like melody and notes and stuff like that. But I think what we hear here is actually the same melody as what we have in this section here, where it's just kind of droning.
Would you like a fun game between the two of us? Pleasure me with more power.
Yeah, oh, okay, it's the same thing, it's the same track. I didn't realize that. Yeah, it's just a build within the same track. I thought it was a totally different song that plays right there. Okay, so that is, yeah. That's all tying together, so that's really cool. And so we get through the character showcase with that crazy-ass ult animation. Wow.
I dreamed of you while
and you can hear it cycle back down. We're back into the story moment.
Possible iterations of history.
That droning atmosphere back there, right? Creating tension.
This is a dream.
And we're gonna build again until we get to that climax at the end.
Since you control these gateways, you can help them escape. We'll all die one day. Might as well dance and live it up while we can.
Cliffhanger, climax, we're good, right? And so that's the cool thing about following that structure, is you can't really go wrong. It gives you so much room if you're on the music team, composing these works. It gives you a lot of room to play, and there is still like a certain set of rigidity to it where you got to follow that structure, but there's so much room in I got a lot of options at hand when you do that. And it's cool to hear in a game like Wuthering Waves, which in game you don't get a lot of that bright, airy, happy sounding synthesized music, but in this trailer you do, and it's cool. And I wonder if they're going to carry that over in game or not. I'd be pretty curious about how they approach that, because the music in game is good, don't get me wrong. Prior to the Black Shores update, I would have said it was fairly mid, it never really stood out, but it was good. It's not like it was offensive or bad or anything, but man, the Black Shores update music was wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So I'm really hoping for more of the same here, and I think that this trailer is a good indicator that they're really exploring the options for the soundscape within the game. I think that's a huge W for all the gamers. So I want to know what you guys think. Who are you most excited for in this update? For me, it's the mouse girl. I already forgot the name. Don't hate me. I'm not a big Camellya guy. She doesn't really do it for me. I know she's a super popular character in the community, but I'm not quite making the connection that everybody else is. So it's Bunny Girl for me. I forgot her name. I'm so sorry. Or Rabbit Bear Pika. Is she a Pika? I don't know. All right, gamers, I'm out of here. Love the games. Love yourself. And I love you. Bye.